Welcome to the deep dive. So you've sent us a huge stack of sources that map out what is, I think, one of the most exciting but also one of the most confusing landscapes in modern health.
Oh, absolutely.
Navigating performance and longevity supplements.
It is a dense forest. And I think our mission today has to be to cut through some of that noise. You know, the marketing, the endless lists of things you should be taking.
Right.
We're going to focus on evidence-backed ingredients, establish the real fundamentals, and then maybe look at some of the highly customized protocols from advocates deep in this space.
And I think before we even unpack a single pill bottle, we have to start with the foundational insight. It's something our sources just repeat over and over again. Personalization.
Absolutely. This is the key takeaway. It has to inform every single decision you make. Everyone's biology is, well, it's unique.
So you can't just copy someone's stack.
You can't. Supplementation has to be tailored. It has to be based on your specific genetics, your risk factors, and this is the most critical part, what your own lab testing shows you're actually deficient in.
If you don't have the data, you're just guessing.
You're just guessing, plain and simple.
Okay, so let's unpack those fundamentals. Everyone knows the core four, right? Diet, sleep, exercise, mindset. But what does the high-level data say about which one of those most often derails people's longevity efforts? Even people who think they're doing everything right.
It's mindset. Specifically, it's stress management.
Really?
Yeah. If you are dealing with chronic, unmanaged stress, or something even worse like an autoimmune condition, you will actively sabotage your own best efforts. It almost doesn't matter what supplements you're taking.
So things like yoga or meditation aren't just, nice to haves?
They're not optional. Our sources are clear on this. They are non-negotiable foundations for longevity. You have to be willing to trade that short-term pleasure for a long-term physiological gain.
Let's talk about diet then, specifically protein, because this dilemma around maintaining muscle mass is a huge focus in all the longevity literature.
It is a massive challenge. So the official recommended dietary allowance, the RDA, is about 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight.
Which sounds like a decent amount.
It sounds like it, but that amount is, well, it's generally insufficient to prevent age-related muscle loss, what we call sarcopenia. And it's definitely not enough to maintain lean muscle if you're trying to lose weight.
So the goalpost for maintaining muscle actually moves a lot higher.
It does, significantly. To hold on to your muscle while you're in a caloric constriction, sources suggest you need at least 1.2 grams per kilogram per day.
And that's where the paradox comes in.
Exactly. For someone who's significantly overweight, hitting that high protein target can mean consuming so many calories just from protein that it becomes almost impossible to maintain the deficit you need to lose weight.
So you're stuck. You end up in this